from the African savanna to the depths of the Indian Ocean. In this video, discover a country where wild nature and ancient culture come together in perfect harmony. Stay until the end and enjoy the largest animal migration in the world. As the sun rises behind the grand silhouette of Mount Kilimanjaro, its rays illuminate the vast savanna, revealing a vibrant scene of life and perseverance. Tanzania stands out for its diverse landscapes, ranging from the imposing slopes of Kilimanjaro to the extensive beaches of the Serengeti. In the west of the country, the immense Lake Victoria, one of the largest freshwater reservoirs on the planet, contrasts with the beaches bathed by the waters of the Indian Ocean to the east. This rich geographic and climatic diversity provides an ideal habitat for a vast array of wildlife species. At 5,895 meters high, Kilimanjaro forms the backdrop to the impressive fauna of Arusha National Park. One of the animals that can be seen in the park is the serval, a medium-sized feline that stands out for its unique characteristics. With its long legs and large ears, the serval is a remarkably efficient hunter, adapted to hunting in the savannas and in areas of dense vegetation. Its slender legs help it move with agility in varied terrain, while its large, rounded ears are equipped with extremely acute hearing, allowing it to detect even the smallest prey hidden in the tall vegetation. The serval's coat is one of its most striking features. With a golden or yellowish tone, its body is covered in black spots that vary in size and shape. This pattern of colors and spots provides highly effective natural camouflage, allowing it to blend perfectly into its surroundings, becoming almost invisible as it approaches its prey. In Tanzania, the serval can be found in a variety of habitats, or habitats that demonstrate its adaptability as a species. They inhabit not only savannas, but also grasslands, marshes, and even open forests. These discoveries in living in a wide range of environments make the serval a feline that thrives in many ecosystems, using its enhanced hunting skills to survive and thrive in varied conditions. Servals are particularly numerous in areas such as Arusha National Park and the wetlands surrounding Lake Victoria, where they find ideal conditions to thrive. In these regions, the environment offers the perfect combination of elements that meet their survival needs. The ideal habitat for a serval is characterized by the presence of dense, tall vegetation, which provides cover. Another species that stands out in large numbers in the park is the ostrich. Although it is an animal we are familiar with, ostriches continue to impress with their imposing size and unique characteristics. These birds, which are the largest in the world, have a striking presence. Adult males can reach up to 2.7 meters in height and weigh around 150 kilos, which makes them true giants of the animal kingdom. The plumage of males is predominantly black with white feathers, while females and young individuals have a more discreet coloration, in shades of gray or brown, which helps them camouflage themselves in natural environments. These animals have long and extremely powerful legs, adapted to reach great speeds in open fields. They can run at an impressive 70 kilometers per hour, which makes them not only the largest, but also some of the fastest runners among birds. In addition to their physical abilities, ostriches are also notable for their ability to adapt to a variety of environments. They are found in areas ranging from vast savannas to forests and rocky regions, demonstrating their personality as a species. Visitors to Tarangire National Park often have the opportunity to observe large groups of baboons gathered along the waterways, where these animals gather to quench their thirst and cool off from the heat. The lively presence of the baboons, combined with their highly complex social behavior, makes them one of the most interesting attractions for those exploring the park. Their constant and dynamic group interaction is marked by gestures, vocalizations, and games. In addition to the baboons, another intriguing curiosity that captivates visitors to Tarangire National Park is the unique behavior of the lions. Unlike what is seen in other parts of Africa, the lions of this park have developed the unusual habit of climbing trees to rest. This behavior, which is usually rare among lions, can be seen frequently in Tarangire. It is believed that this practice arose as a strategy to escape the numerous insects that infest the ground, such as mosquitoes and the persistent tsetse flies, which are abundant in the area. By resting in the tall bushes of the trees, lions avoid the nuisance of insect bites and at the same time find a higher and cooler place to relax, as well as getting a privileged view of their territory. Experts believe that the main reason lions choose to climb trees is to escape annoying insects, such as mosquitoes and the annoying tsetse flies, which are extremely common on the ground. These cues, in addition to causing discomfort, can become a real torment for the big cats, especially during the hottest periods of the day. By taking refuge in the high branches of the trees, lions not only avoid these little invaders, but also find a cooler and higher place to rest peacefully. The Ngorongoro crater is the remains of a massive volcanic caldera that collapsed between 2 and 3 million years ago. With an impressive diameter of around 20 kilometers and a depth of 610 meters, it stands out as the largest intact volcanic caldera on the planet. The Ngorongoro crater is home to a unique and isolated ecosystem, forming a true natural oasis. In this setting, an exceptional population of elephants stands out, famous for including some of the largest and oldest males in all of Africa. These imposing elephants, easily recognizable by their long, curved tusks, are true giants of wildlife. Many of them are over 50 years old, which makes them not only icons of the majesty of African fauna, but also symbols of the rich biodiversity and relatively preserved ecosystem that characterize a crater. In addition to their impressive stature and advanced age, the elephants of the region play an essential role in maintaining and balancing the local ecosystem. They are significantly important in shaping the landscape by felling trees and opening paths, which facilitates the movement of other species and helps maintain the diversity of flora and fauna. Their activities are specific to the functioning of this unique ecosystem, making them engineers of nature. Another notable resident of the Ngorongoro crater is the black rhinoceros, a species that also deserves to be highlighted. These rhinos are recognized by their sharp, prehensile mouths, a perfect adaptation for feeding on leaves, branches, and dense vegetation. Despite being called black rhinos, their skin can vary in color, ranging from brown to gray, depending on the conditions of the environment and the soil where they move. With an impressive size, these animals can reach up to 1.80 meters in height and weigh between 800 and 1,400 kilos, displaying a combination of strength and robustness. The crater provides a safe haven for the rhinos, allowing visitors to observe them in their natural environment. As you gaze upon these scenes, it is hard not to feel a deep sense of gratitude for the true Jard. With its stunning landscapes and rich diversity of life, this majestic crater offers a glimpse of wildlife at its purest and most unspoiled. Here, nature flourishes in a continuous spectacle of beauty and vitality. Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa and the second largest freshwater lake in the world by area, is a natural wonder located in East Africa, straddling 3 countries: Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. In addition to its ecological importance, the lake is a vital hub for commercial fishing, providing a major source of livelihood for local communities. Fishing on Lake Victoria also plays a crucial role in Tanzania's economy, generating significant revenue through exports. The lake is home to a large population of hippos, known for their territorial and aggressive behavior, especially when threatened. The strength and defensive nature of these animals makes them one of the most dangerous species in Africa. Due to their size and power, hippos pose a serious risk to small boats sailing on the lake. If a boat gets too close, these animals can react aggressively, often attacking and capsizing the boats. These dangerous encounters often result in serious injuries or even fatalities to the boaters. Another notable resident of Lake Victoria is the feared Nile crocodile. These highly territorial, opportunistic predators are known for their aggression towards any intruder who invades their territory. They will not hesitate to attack almost anything that enters their territory, including humans and small boats. When they feel their territory is being threatened or are in search of food, Nile crocodiles can become extremely dangerous. These powerful reptiles are known to target small boats, especially during hunting periods or when they feel disturbed. Their attacks are devastating, as they use their extremely strong tendencies to cause serious damage to both the boat and the people on board. A crocodile attack can result in fatal consequences, as these animals are fast and relentless, with a bite force capable of crushing almost anything. While both Nile crocodiles and hippos pose serious threats to humans sailing on Lake Victoria, it is important to consider the essential role that these species play in the ecological balance of the lake. They help to control the environment of other species and maintain the healthy functioning of the ecosystem. Their presence, despite the dangers, is vital to the biodiversity of Lake Victoria and to the natural dynamics that sustain life in this important African body of water. Welcome to the enchanting island of Zanzibar, a true gem located off the coast of Tanzania. Here, where the crystal-clear waters of the Indian Ocean meet the African continent, nature displays unparalleled beauty and impressive biodiversity. Zanzibar is made up of 2 large main islands, Unguja and Pemba, as well as several smaller islands dotted around the island. This tropical archipelago offers landscapes as varied as the wildlife that inhabits it, from lush rainforests to vast mangroves. Each part of the island provides a unique habitat that supports a vast array of species, both terrestrial and marine. In addition to its natural wealth, Zanzibar is recognized as one of Tanzania's most popular tourist destinations, attracting between 500,000 and 600,000 visitors every year. Many tourists are drawn to its white sand beaches and turquoise waters, which seem to have been taken from a paradise setting. Scuba diving in its stunning coral reefs is a top activity for those looking to explore the marine life, teeming with colorful fish, sea turtles, and other fascinating species. In the crystal-clear waters of Zanzibar, bottlenose dolphins are a common and fascinating sight. These marine mammals are highly sociable and usually live in groups, known as pods or schools. These groups are made up of a few collections of individuals, but in certain species, they can gather more than 100 dolphins, forming true communities in the ocean. The social structure of these dolphins is quite complex, with deep bonds between the members of the group. These bonds are especially strong between mothers and their calves, who remain together for long periods. The interaction between the dolphins demonstrates remarkable intelligence and organization, with cooperative behaviors, such as hunting together and even protecting members of the group in situations of danger. In the waters around Zanzibar, blacktip reef sharks are common, especially in coastal areas, coral reefs, and estuaries. These sharks are familiar in shallow waters, especially around reefs and mangroves, where food is plentiful. Although they are mostly solitary predators, it is not uncommon to see them forming groups when prey is readily available, such as schools of fish. In addition to these sharks, diving in the waters around the island reveals a vibrant underwater world teeming with life. Among the many marine creatures, one of the most iconic is the clownfish, easily recognized by its striking colors, which are usually a combination of orange, white, and black. This small fish is often seen swimming around anemones, with which it maintains a unique symbiotic relationship. The anemones provide the clownfish with protection from predators, while the clownfish in turn keeps the anemone clean. The clownfish is easily recognized by its oval body and rounded fins, which together with the white stripes that run across its body, create a striking and unique appearance. These fish often have vibrant colors, ranging from shades of orange to red, standing out in the marine environment. However, what really catches the eye is their symbiotic relationship with sea anemones, one of the most fascinating examples of cooperation in nature. Living among the tentacles of the anemones, the clownfish finds protection from predators, which are deterred by the presence of the anemone's stinging tentacles. In exchange for this safety, the clownfish also provides benefits to its companion. By continually moving between the tentacles, it helps to remove parasites that could harm the anemone, as well as aiding in the circulation of the water around it, ensuring that the anemone receives oxygen. Amidst the colorful labyrinths of coral, a surprise awaited us, an imposing giant moray eel. Measuring 3 meters long and weighing 30 kilos, the creature glided elegantly between the crevices, revealing the smooth, shiny skin characteristic of the species. Its small, piercing eyes watched us curiously as it hunted, propelled by its powerful jaws. The presence of this majestic predator was a testament to the rich biodiversity that inhabits coral reefs, a true underwater oasis. After the exciting underwater experience, we headed towards the Jozani Forest, one of the last remaining primary forests in Tanzania. Our expectations were high, as our goal was to spot the elusive red colobus monkey, a species endemic to the island and a symbol of the rich local fauna. The red colobus monkey, with its reddish fur and long tail, swinging between the branches. Its beauty and agility were simply mesmerizing. The experience of observing this primate in its natural habitat is unforgettable, a gift from nature to keep in your heart forever. The social life of red colobus is rich and complex. They live in matriarchal groups, where females occupy leadership positions and are responsible for social cohesion. These groups, which can vary from 10 to 50 individuals, spend most of their time in the treetops, moving slowly between the branches in search of food and protection. This strategy makes them practically invisible to terrestrial predators, ensuring their safety. Zanzibar's giant tortoises are one of the region's most impressive attractions, with a rich and fascinating history associated with Canggu Island, better known as Prison Island. Located approximately 6 kilometers from Stone Town, this island is notable for being home to these majestic creatures, which trace their origins to the Aldabra giant tortoises, a species native to the Aldabra Atoll. The introduction of these tortoises to Zanzibar dates back to the late 19th century, when the Sultan of Zanzibar received for Aldabra tortoises as a gift from the Seychelles. Since then, the tortoise population has grown significantly, making Canggu Island an important refuge for their conservation. These animals are recognized for their unique characteristics, which make them a fundamental part of the marine ecosystem. One of their most notable characteristics is sexual dimorphism, which means that there are significant differences between males and females in terms of appearance. The male, for example, stands out for having one claw considerably larger than the other, which makes it easily identifiable. In contrast, females have 2 claws of much more uniform sizes, and both are considerably smaller than those of the male, reflecting their distinct functions and behaviors in them. The giraffes that inhabit the Serengeti belong to the subspecies known as the Maasai giraffe, one of several subspecies that can occur on the African continent. This subspecies stands out for its unique characteristics, especially when compared to other giraffes. One of its most striking features is the pattern of spots on its coat, which is formed by irregular spots, with more angular contours and irregular edges. This contrasts with the typical spots of other subspecies. With its golden coat dotted with black rosettes, the leopard is a true master of camouflage. It blends in perfectly with its surroundings, whether in the shade of trees or among the dry vegetation of the savanna. As a solitary and versatile hunter, it is capable of capturing a wide variety of prey, from small rodents to large antelopes. Using its strength and agility, it grabs its victims and often carries them high into the trees, thus avoiding competition from predators such as hyenas and lions. The Serengeti leopard, with its mix of beauty, power, and mystery, is one of the great treasures of the African savanna. Spotted hyenas live in complex, well-organized clans led by an alpha female. This matriarch sits at the top of the hierarchy, granting privileges such as preferential access to food and mates. Naturally opportunistic, hyenas have a diverse diet, feeding on both the animals they hunt and carcasses. They are skilled hunters, capable of taking down large prey such as wildebeest, but they also take advantage of scraps left by other predators. This flexible diet is one of the keys to their success in the Serengeti. They inhabit a variety of environments, from open areas to rocky areas. They use underground dens, often dug by other animals, to shelter their young, which are intensely cared for by the females of the clan. The lions of the Serengeti are one of the most powerful symbols of African wildlife. Living in social groups known as prides, these felines play a vital role in the ecosystem, dominating forces with their strength and unique social organization. Unlike many other felines that live alone, lions are extremely social animals. Prides usually include several related females, their cubs, and one or more dominant males. The females, mainly hunters, some of whom are forced to take down large prey such as zebra, wildebeest, and buffalo, use coordinated tactics that demonstrate impressive collective intelligence. Lionesses are highly protective of their cubs, which are raised cooperatively by several females. From an early age, cubs learn survival skills by observing and imitating adults, and their chances of survival directly depend on the strength and stability of the group. This is the spectacle of the Great Wildebeest Migration, one of the most remarkable wildlife events. From December to March, in the southern Serengeti, females begin to give birth, filling the savanna with new calves. It is a period of abundance, but also of fragility, as predators become alert to vulnerable prey. From April to June, with the end of the rains in the region, the wildebeest begin their journey northwards in search of more fertile pastures. The enormous central structures of the Serengeti become the scene of this movement, where wildebeest, accompanied by zebras and gazelles, form endless columns in their march. This annual, circular cycle represents the largest mammal migration on the planet, surpassing even an impressive migration of bats in Zambia. Following the trail of the rains in search of food, these herbivores provide a breathtaking natural spectacle. From July to October, after traveling around 900 kilometers, the wildebeest face the most dramatic phase of their migration. Tanzania is a kaleidoscope of cultures, landscapes, and ecosystems that intertwine to form one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. With its pristine beaches, Zanzibar, the jewel of the Indian Ocean, invites us to explore its vibrant reefs and dive into its crystal clear waters. If you fell in love with this trip, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos.